And that's all right, because they didn't understand Tupac Shakur when he first came out. They didn't like Jay-Z when he first came out. But not everybody know their names. They used to laugh and clown and talk bad about the fact that Tupac Shakur came from a family of revolutionaries. They used to clown on the fact that Tupac Shakur's mother was Afeni Shakur, who was a Black Panther. So if you really enjoy that real hip-hop, understand that it's coming from a real place. Some of us live this shit every day. My man. Some of us live this shit every day. We're not just being black on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then try to turn it off on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. We really live this shit every day. So I'm gonna come out here and spit these real lyrics for y'all. Let y'all know that this is what real hip-hop is all about. Not some of this goofy ass shit that play on the radio. And that's no knock to everybody because I enjoy what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But I believe, just like as long as the FBI in uniform and out of uniform, as long as the police in uniform and out of uniform is trying to target me and talking to other young black males and other young black sisters when they feel like they ain't doing what they want them to do, I'm gonna be out here spitting that real. I accept donations. Got a little hat right there. People want to make a donation. You know they say young brothers like myself is lazy and love to beg. But you know I'm out here following my dream. I'm out here really making a difference. I go out here and I do this shit every day in my community. Every week in my community I try to go out here and do it. They don't even want to give me the credit that I truly deserve. Just for rapping and speaking that real, the policeman was targeting me, following me, trying to attack me financially so I couldn't afford to pay some of my bills. I'm still out here speaking that real. And what a lot of them like to do is, they like to, when you start speaking up against the police, they like to mess with you financially. Because if they can mess with you financially, they can convince everybody else that you just broke and ain't got nothing and don't want to work. Because that's what it'll look like. Because the police and the government not gonna go out here and tell the truth about how they be going hard just to destroy young black men in this motherfucking country. They're not gonna mess with a regular goofy ass rapper who's not talking about this shit right here, y'all. They're not gonna really target him like that. They're gonna target the real brothers who really on the street corners, who really on the front lines, who really out here giving a damn about his own kind, who really out here doing the right motherfucking thing for his own, who not selling out his motherfucking community or his hood. And they're gonna make sure that they rip away some of my resources so it'll look like that I don't wanna work and I don't wanna do anything. But just as I'm standing here right now, God is my witness. They're not gonna stop nothing. I'm gonna keep going. And I'm gonna keep believing in myself. And I encourage every kid that's out there to follow your dream no matter what they tell you. I don't care how old you are. If you didn't make it in your 20s, make it in your 30s. If you didn't make it in your 30s, make it in your 40s. If you didn't make it in your 40s, make it in your 50s. If you didn't make it in your 50s, make it in your 60s. If you didn't make it in your 60s, work hard and make it in your 70s. Don't let people tell you that you can't accomplish your goals, you can't accomplish your dreams. Again, I'm gonna spit a joint for y'all a cappella. When I call this joint, I dedicate this joint to the memory of the late great Tupac Shakur. It's called Troublesome Man. Of course, I worried about what I was going through. One of the reasons why I love Tupac Shakur is because he was going through a lot of junk at a young age. And when you're being targeted like that by the FBI and the CIA and the government at a young age, it's going to screw with your mind. So they tried to paint Tupac Shakur like he was a bad brother. But I ain't going for that. I don't care what any other young black male out there is going through. I'm going to be out there and I'm going to stick up and I'm riding for you. I'm riding for you. The enemy is so quick. Now some of our leaders And we're gonna let them know we ain't having that. 29 and I barely made it. Got me trapped in the city where they want me caged in the basement. I got my weight up trying to do my best to keep my head up. But I go crazy slapping again if they want to diss us. Never mind the life I live with what you thought I was. Everything you try to teach already knew it cuz. Was born black and bitter liquor in my liver. Bitch niggas giving guns to kids, pulling triggers. Damn right I hate the life that I live. Government they want me slaving for the country I built. Reparations for the babies and the mommies you killed. And maybe we can talk about some love and it being healed. But right now I gotta grab a cat. First do I have my own kind of cops on attack. Can't even use a phone, I'm sure that it's happening. No black males don't want to see us all slaves again. I don't even know why they try to say and lie to me. Talk about they want love, peace, and equality. Slaving at a job, how the fuck they gon' respect me? Slaving at a job, how the fuck they gon' respect me? Slaving at a job, how the fuck they gon' respect me? I'd rather put my own over the build a fucking dynasty, but when I was young, I used to build an angle with homies. Till they start to sling it dope, but now they don't know me. It's clear to me a lot of niggas want me dead now. They hate to see a brother lie real, speaking loud. Troublesome, all the troublesome we going through. All the shit that we be going through. Shit that we be going through. I'm living life right now, it ain't nothing new. Troublesome, we going through it. All the shit that we be going through it. Hands up, all the shit that we be going through it. I'm living life right now, it ain't nothing new. I want money like OVA, who wouldn't these days? I done came a long way from sleeping in the grave, but still broke, trying to make my own way. I don't need no handouts, so hustle hard and I pray. A lot of people can relate, that's why I'm rapping this way. Cold hearted from my people dying young every day. They're looking at me like, y'all hear the truth that I say. When I go back to the hood, I know that shit is okay. I'm hoping God listens, even though I sin every day. The only time they notice when we got the guns in our face. Yes, sir. A lot of people talking shit now, saying that I'm back for business, getting scared now. A black man here changing hip-hop. God got his hands on me every time that I drop. Had to cut some brothers off because they hoping I flop. A lot of bitches mad because they really know they missed out. Troublesome. Hey, hey. Make some noise if you love hip-hop. Yeah, yeah. That song right there is called Troublesome, man. I dedicate that song to all the struggling young black males that's out there. Everybody out there that's going through something. When I was a kid, I used to stay up all night and I used to just study music. I used to just listen to hip hop all night long. Because if it wasn't for hip hop, I honestly don't even know where I'd be. Hip hop really saved my life. See the difference between me and a lot of bitch-ass rappers out here. A lot of these brothers is police informants. A lot of these brothers don't really live what they be talking about. A lot of these brothers don't really be out here doing what they say. And I feel like since the kids is watching, it's important for us to really truly live what we be talking about. But we gotta do it the right way. If you're a killer of your own people in your community, you ain't giving motherfucking respect out of me, boy. Because it's up to us as a people to create a safe space for our community. Create a safe space for everybody who truly feels like an outsider, who truly wants to help the black cause. Again, I dedicate this whole album. You can download my debut album, The Book of Job. It's out now. Available on all platforms. Again, I go by the name of Justice Over Brutality. King Job the Great. Born and raised right here in Niagara Falls, New York. And I'm gonna do another joint for everybody out there.